Hello everyone, welcome to Yolanda's Cakes. In this tutorial, we will decorate a cake with fondant pleats, and we will learn how to make a hand fan out of gum paste. So let's get started. Here I have all these small jars. These are petal dust empty jars that I've saved and recycled for making my edible glue. By making them in small jars, the glue will always be fresh. If I'm going to need a larger amount, then I use a larger jar. This is the edible glue that I always use when working with wafer or rice paper. The less water you deposit on the paper, the less chances for tearing the paper. To make the glue, we need 1 tablespoon of clear water and a tiny pinch of Tylose. Pour water into jar, add the Tylose, and let it sit until the next day. The glue will be like a thick gel, which is great for when working with panels and wafer paper. I purchased these images in Etsy.com. I will place the link in the information window. Print and cut each image. Then combine 50% fondant with 50% gum paste. Roll it out and cut using the pattern. Since I want the images to show in both sides of the fan, I will use 2 images per panel. Glue images to the fondant using thick edible glue. Let them dry. For a clean edge, cut around if necessary. After the panels have dried, I will glue them by twos, overlapping them as I go. I will give the top panel some support utilizing these pieces of cardboard. Make slight pressure to glue panels using any small object so that the panels will glue well. After all the double panels have dried, I will now assemble the entire fan, repeating the same process. Just before the fan dries completely, even out the bottom of the fan so that the surface is smooth, since the fan is going to sit on the cake. Take a small piece of fondant and cut a tiny circle to cover the bottom of the fan. Then, cut a larger circle and cut it in half to cover the sides of the bottom where all the panels meet. Smooth out the fondant. And there you have it. We have just formed a hand fan out of gum paste and fondant. Now let's work with the panels. I will make two types of panels. The short panels which go from the bottom to the top of the sides, and the ones that go from the bottom to the center of the cake. Measure the height of your cake. My cake measures 5 inches high, and I will make my panels 1.5 inches wide. So my panels will measure 5 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide. Notice that for demonstration purposes, I am using a dummy cake. Dummy cakes work well when you want to practice your decorations before you place them on your cake. I suggest having a dummy cake around always. It will help you a great deal. Cut panels to the desired width and height. Then, using thick edible glue, glue to cake, overlapping them as you go until you have covered the entire cake. For the next set, cut a circle the same size of the top of your cake. Fold into halves until you reach the desired size of a triangle. I am folding mine as small as possible for I want narrow panels. Measure the length of the cake from the center to the bottom. Cut a cardboard ribbon of that same length plus the desired width. The width of my ribbon will be 1.5 inches. Now, take the triangle and place it on the ribbon. Follow the shape of the triangle and cut the sides. You have just made your pattern. Using your pattern, now cut your panels. Use edible glue to glue the panels to the cake. After you have placed all of your panels, cut a small circle where all the ends of the panels meet, right in the center of the cake. Then cut a circle with the same cutter, glue and paste on the center of the cake. This will serve as a sturdy base for the fan. Here's my two-tier cake. I've covered these cakes with fondant, but you can cover them with buttercream and adhere the panels right onto the buttercream. The bottom tier measures 5 inches high by 10, and the top tier measures 6 inches high by 5. I've made these brooches out of gum paste using this mold. I am also using melted candy melt for gluing the fan onto the cake and for gluing the brooches on the fan. When gluing the fan, hold the fan steady until the candy melt hardens. And finally, glue the brooches on the fan. For a more sophisticated look, you may tie thin satin ribbons around the fan. But for now, I will just glue the brooches. So here is the final product, a two-tier cake covered with fondant pleats with a hand fan as a cake topper. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Also, leave your comments and questions and I will answer you. I will see you back here again soon with another tutorial similar to this one. Until then, be at peace and God bless you.